House Speaker Sonny Belmonte says there is no more time to tackle proposed political amendments to the Constitution. He says there are more pressing bills to consider. This report.
Political provisions, particularly lifting term limits in the Constitution, will face rough sailing and time will be short, given other more pressing priorities which Congress should first consider to include the national budget and the proposed Bangsamoro Basic Law. Speaker Feliciano Belmonte agreed with Senate President Franklin Drilon. Time is not on their side. The said exercise was triggered by a sustained push by some of the president's allies to extend his term beyond 2016. For one, Caloocan City Congressman Edgardo Erice has shelved his proposal to lift term limits for the moment to be revived early next year. But for now, Resolution Number 1, which proposes amendments to the economic provisions of the Constitution, has better prospects of approval.
It's way too late as far as I'm concerned. Because, you know, this is not a simple amendment which you could tackle the way we have tackled our economic amendment. This is bound to be a contentious thing, both among members of Congress as well as with respect to the public.
A term extension or anointing a winnable successor to continue the gains of the president's reform agenda are two options for the president. This will all depend on the voice of the people. Businessman Manny Pangilinan agrees with the president's position of continuity by voting for a successor that will uphold and sustain reforms that has made the Philippines as one of Asia's emerging economies.
Certainly the reform agenda of President Aquino deserves to be continued beyond 2016, and the governance principles that he has adopted, the good points about his government should be continued.
In the meantime, Pangilinan has declined the offer of Vice President Jojo Marbinay to be his running mate for 2016. One of the top, if not the top, business leader in the country, Pangilinan's wealth of experience in business and the economy would have been good for the Philippines to drive for sustained long-term growth.
I don't think it necessarily translates. I think running a country is quite different from running businesses, no? So I think for one to make that leap of faith, so to speak, is something that's quite different.
For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Abando reporting.